Alright, hey, what's up, guys? We're going to go through a quick little summary and review of Workout 13.3. I know a lot of you guys found the video last week helpful, so let's talk about the workout. So, workout is a 12-minute AMRAP, 150 wall ball shots, guys throwing a 20-pound ball, girls a 14-pound ball, guys to a 10-foot target, girls to a 9-foot target, followed by 90 double unders, followed by 30 muscle-ups. If you finish the 30 muscle-ups, you're going to go back to the wall ball shots, which obviously is a lot of work to be done in a short amount of time, so you have to be pretty proficient and efficient with the movements if you plan on, obviously, getting that far. That being said, guys, let's talk about the warm-up first. So, similar to last week, what we want to think about with this warm-up is we want to get about 5 to 10 minutes of good aerobic work, low intensity. So you could think of doing something like 5 to 10 minutes on the rower at light intensity, or 2 to 3 laps around the building, like a slow, mild jog, really just to get the blood flowing. Now, since this workout's going to be a burner in terms of burning the upper back, the shoulders, your midline, your quads and stuff, we want to think about making sure that we maintain good upright torso in order to save yourself for the muscle-ups if you get to that point. So we want to make sure we're mobilizing the ankles, hips, and upper back again. So some mobilization tips, guys. This one's actually going to be good for the hips and the ankles. Step into my band here. Step both feet in. I'm going to get that band up by my hips, and then I want to sit back. I want to try to keep my toes pointed straight ahead as I sit and lean back into the squat. What I'm looking to do is really keep my feet forward as I grind and try to get my knee way outside of my pinky toe. This is going to provide, as Kelly Starrett says, maximum torque. You guys really want to get those hips loose and open. So a good way of doing this, guys, you might want to start in this position for 2 to 3 minutes. That's not only going to loosen up your hips, but it's also going to loosen up your ankles a bit. Next one, to loosen up the front of the quads and the hips. Band's going to go up towards that hip capsule on that right knee. You want to lean forward, really try to accentuate and get a nice stretch along that front side. Once I'm done with that, I'd obviously switch and go to the other side. So you might want to spend on those two stretches about 4 to 5 minutes. Then, once the hips are nice and loosened up, it's going to provide for a more upright torso in that squat. We're also going to want to loosen up the ankles as well, so you could do the ankle mobility drill that we do at the beginning of class. That should take about another minute. And then, to loosen up that upper back, you could even tie the band to a higher target, kind of lean back, externally rotate that shoulder so that your arms and your lats are getting a nice stretch. You're able to get into a good overhead position, as well as setting the foam roller up by your upper back and just leaning back and opening that up. So, with your aerobic start and the mobility piece, we're looking at about 15 minutes. In terms of movement prep, I want my hips to be nice and loose and my calves and Achilles to be warmed up. So you want to think about maybe starting off with about 5 high box jumps, girls 24, guys 30. No need to bound, just jump, step down, so forth. Really open those hips up. 10 to 15 double unders, worrying about keeping good posture, spinning at the wrist as opposed to elbows, and then 5 really light and fast thrusters to stimulate that wall ball movement, really focusing on not being here, but upright torso. And I would do that sequence for about 3 to 4 minutes, so either 2 rounds, 3 to 4 minutes, whatever comes first. Now, in terms of the actual workout, guys, you want to think about understanding your engine. So, you have 12 minutes to finish this. If you know you're going to struggle with the wall balls because you've never thrown a 14-pound ball to a 9-foot target, this workout might just be about wall ball shots for you. There's an interesting tiebreaker this year. You're going to record the time you finish each set. So after the wall balls, write the time down. After the double unders, write the time down. After the muscle-ups, if you finish them, write the time down, and so forth. If you know you're going to struggle to get the wall balls done, you need to think about breaking this into manageable sets. So for those of you that really struggle getting the wall balls to that target, you want to think about maybe doing these in sets of 5, sets of 10, so that you're not getting no rep. The worst thing you can do is expend energy and not get credit for it. So if you struggle to hit the wall ball target, and this is something you might want to practice before you do it on Friday, make sure that you're breaking these into manageable sets that you're not going to get no rep on. Those of you planning to get to the double unders, well, obviously the goal is manageable sets here, minimizing the rest while maximizing the work period. So it might be sets of 10, couple deep breaths, pick the med ball up and go back so that you have time to get to the double unders, if you even have double unders. Finally, those of you getting to the muscle ups, those are going to be the people pretty proficient with both wall balls and double unders. You need to think about how you're going to pace these wall balls. So my idea is you're going to want to go out with a big set out the gate. No less than 30 in a row, probably no more than 100. If you can get to 100, you have a pretty big engine, but you want to be somewhere in that 30 to 100 range. Keep a mental game plan set. So let's just say you're somebody who gets to 50. You might say, okay, I'm going to get to 50 when I drop the ball. I'm going to take a 10-second break, and then I'm going to pick it up again and just do sets of 20 the rest of the way, or a couple sets of 15 and a couple sets of 10. But have a mental image and game plan as to how you're going to attack the wall ball shots. You might have your judge counting out the time for you, knowing that I want the wall balls done by 7.5 minutes. The double unders, if I'm proficient with them, maybe 2 minutes to do that, so it gives me a couple minutes to get to the rings and the muscle ups in order to, be able to actually get a muscle up or a few muscle ups in. I think understanding how you move with the wall balls is going to make or break this workout, because if you do too many reps at once, you're really going to burn out. If you're not keeping really good positioning from a poor warm-up on the wall balls, it's going to get really costly later on, because the double unders are going to be hard to not be like this when you're double undering and staying in good upright posture. Those of you getting to the muscle ups, you need as much energy conserved in your upper back, your arms, everything, so you want to try to utilize your legs and your core as much as possible when doing this movement. Understand your pacing, guys. So, set a game plan for yourself. Set something that's realistic, and it's not going to gas you out too much, especially on those wall ball shots. The wall balls are going to make this workout. So if you can stay efficient and stay at a nice steady pace, making sure you breathe, stay within your rhythm, it's going to maximize the amount of time you have afterwards. Again, guys, have fun with it, crush it, and we'll do this again 13.4. Thanks.